A very good afternoon to you. Thank you for your company. Have we got a treat for you this hour? We're talking all things clarity, and we're talking Clarity Classics is what we're going for. What is a Clarity Classic? I hear you cry. It's something you can use again and again and again and again. It's something that is a timeless classic. It's something that you look at and you go, you know what, that would work for that. Or, oh, I've got that sentiment, but nothing works around it. Well, now you've got the things to work around it. Stamps that you've seen before, but not all of them. And this is what I adore. Let's start, first of all, with sort of your April showers as we're going down on these ones. I absolutely adore them. You've got the stamps included, so what you're going to get is you're getting sort of your focal points. Now you're thinking, well, Adam, I've seen them before. I've seen them in the larger form. Yeah, now these have been made Bjou, but not these are not your focal point. It's when we start talking about everything down here. These are your borders. These are your pattern builders. These are your faux mats and layers that you've got with them. From leaves to dots to flowers to daffodils to little umbrellas to raindrops that you've got in that will fit any shaped card and more. For example, you can start going round. You can start using the characters that you've got in them, using them for all these borders. Then when you start throwing the borders on top, they are absolutely stunning. And that's not even them all. From there, you're also going to get a set of filler-inner stamps. With each stamp set, you get a set of filler-inners that you've got. For example, your first set is down here. These are your springs. So you've got spring, Easter, you've got them daffodils. You've got that small bird and the butterfly. You get one of these for every single set that we're going to talk about now. But if you go for that big bundle, those become free. So you're getting all 4 of those for free for the 4 seasons that we've got. Let's go into summer that we've got. So you've got them obviously in stamp form, but it's easier to show you the board so you're seeing what you're actually going to get. Main images, as I said, but these aren't your main images anymore, because I think these now become your main images with your beautiful flowers that you've got in there, that stunning little hot air balloon to give you depth that you've got in. You've got the leaves once again walking on sunshine because it's the summer that we're going into. £35.97. Remember, there are 2 more to show you as well, and you also sort of get the small Bjou set included with this one. From there, we then move on to fall. Now, we saw this on the top of one of the hours that Barbara did in the last hour that we got on here. So you've got the elements, but when you start bringing in the borders that you're looking at with this, this is when it comes into its own. For small and bougie that you've got, look at that. How beautiful. But you go from that to then to like this or this or this. It works again and again and again, but taking those smaller elements that you've got in here, doing your newborn baby cards, that new home card that you've got in here, turning this into a tag, turn it into a topper, doing things on shrink plastic to make it even smaller, doing it on the sides of jars that you've got in, doing it onto your calico and start stitching with these would also work. But we're still not done. We then move in to winter. Once we're into winter, oh my word, this is where your Christmas wrapping comes into play. Imagine doing this on brown paper across your wrapping, just randomly stamped. They don't have to be cut, they don't have to be coloured, just stamped is what you've got in here. From icicles that you've got in here, down to that large section that you've got, which I absolutely adore. And then you've once again got your small Bjou stamp that you're looking at, which I absolutely adore. You're getting all of this, the whole set, for £35.97 today. But over half the stock now has already gone. Half the stock has gone, and genuinely, I don't know if there's any more. No one's actually told me if there's any more, which makes me think there's not. Get it while you can. There is so much out there for you to go and get. That big bundle, 250454, is your item number that you're looking at on here. That you've got. It's worth having a little look. 2/3 of the ribbon sentiments now have already gone, and here she is, the lady herself. It is Barbara Gray is with us for the hour. You're right, my love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very busy. 50% of that main bundle's now already gone.
They're such brilliant pattern builders and framers and edgers and toppers and tailors. The number of the interest in there, the hours of play, is quite astounding. When you start to look at each little set, it's crazy.
Well, it is, but they work hand in hand with the ribbon text that we've also got on the show that you've got with this one, because we said it earlier that it doesn't matter the size of the sentiment anymore.
No, you build your frame to fit it.
This is the thing. It all works together.
Yeah.
That you've got £8.99, all seasons covered. Merry Christmas, best wishes, thank you, happy birthday. But then you've got that mix and match.
And you know, it doesn't matter also when you... Any stamps that you've got, not just clarity stamps, any stamps that you have got, these transparent framing stamps will complement them. They have to, because they're just so versatile and so neutral, you know, so pretty.
I was thinking a minute ago as well, it's sort of, you've got two for the price of one with this one, because you've sort of got your outside of the card, then you've got your sentiment for the inside of the card.
Yeah, or your tag inside and outside.
Which is worth having a little look at that you've got on here. When I show you the in situ of what you've actually got with these ones, you've got the stunning thinking of you, but then you've got that main focal point. It's a card in itself. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Using some of the background textures that we've showed you earlier, and also some of the stencils that we've also got on the show. Absolutely adore these, and you adoring them too.
And our Jim at work, he designed these ribbon writing. He designed these, just so you know that all our artwork is original. You know, it's designed, when I say it's designed in-house, it is designed in-house. So Jim and Jazz, they are the designers. They do an incredible job. And I just want to give a shout out because Jim is like the unsung hero in the background.
I have never heard of Jim before.
Yeah, he's been with me longer than most people.
Well done, Jim. 75% has already gone. People are absolutely adoring these for £8.99. 341345 is your item number. Something else that we've got on the show that I think we're going to go through in this hour are the pens. You're absolutely adoring the pens that we've got here. Gold, silver, bronze, pink, purple, blue and green. Why are they so special?
Well, they're ultra-fine, pergamano, and you'll find when you look at the clip, what I'll show you is, when you open them up, you'll see they're like very, very fine. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see that there. It's very fine. And when it clips into the lid, let me just show you the lid. It's got a contraption in the top so that when this slots in there, it clicks into a holder which protects the nib and stops it clogging up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So actually very, very, very good quality too.
You get all the colours as well, and look at the price, £12.75 for 19262 is your item number. Right then, we could go to stencils, we go to demo. Do you want...
Let's do demo.
We're going to demo. I'm changing tack because you're chatting to Paul. Let's go that way. That you've got answered. Look at the pictures that you've got on this one. It's worth having a little look at. Stills of stencils. So what does that mean? But basically, these are your stencils. Yeah. You're getting all of them. 6 for the price of 5. 40% of the stock now has already gone. £29.94. If you're in the club, that price gets better. 735572 is your item number. One more thing before we move on, though, into demonstration that you've got on this one are the stamp board shapes.
Yes.
Ever since I've done Clarity now for 4 years, it's always been the have-a-go box, the sampler box that we've got just here.
And usually what you get is, with the shapes, you get 60 in total, but what you get is 4 different shapes. So you've got the hearts, the triangles, the circles and the squares. Yeah. Then you get 3 different sizes and 5 of each size, which is great as a sampler box. But say you want to do bunting, right, the triangles. Now you've only got that many triangles.
Got 5 big ones,
right.
As it were.
So what we've done is we've gone large on the individuals. So now let's just imagine you want to do play place settings you want to do for the wine or the tea or the
Yes.
So these make gorgeous coasters, and they're really cool. So now we've got, I'll show you. So now we've got 20 of each size. So now it's a game changer, you know. And you've got that for the hearts, for triangles, for the squares. And the other thing, can I show you something?
Yeah,
really?
Show me away. Show away.
This is worth bearing in mind. What I'm going to show you here. So if we just look here. Right, and I'm gonna show you. So you get 60, 20 of each.
Yeah.
60, 20 of each. 60, 20 of each. 60, 20 of each. But what I want to show you, don't go away, because what's interesting is if I take a guillotine, you want to know that they cut like butter. So say, for example, I've got the square ones here, and let's say I want to, let's just pretend I've done a little thing. And then I want to put a little one over the top. Well, how cool is that? I don't know if you can see how nice this is. But don't come in yet, because I'm going to show you how. Because this, right, I'll show you. This, for example, is a piece of stamp board. So I want to just show you how easily this cuts up. So I don't know if we can just... I think sometimes you've got to see it to understand.
Yeah, with that.
If I cut in here, and then I just hold it like that, and I cut.
Oh my word!
It cuts like butter. Okay, so
super stripes.
Yeah, so it's really good mount board. Really, is what it is. It's top quality mount board, but it's lovely for stamping on. And then as it gets tighter at the top, I use another piece to hold it through like that. See, depending on the size of the, I can cut it any width I want. I can cut it any length. I can go as long as I like. So for place settings, for table settings, this is starting to... I wanted to just show you that it cuts like butter.
I'm liking it. Imagine doing your borders with this. So you've got that raised border, then with anything else pushed back, because you could sort of do the L shape with it that you're looking at. If you want to go for your mixed, the details for that are at the bottom of the screen. If you say you just want circles, you just like the circles, or you like the squares, you've used it in the past, I wish we did more. Now's your chance. Details are on the side of the screen. 676901 is the item number. Right, and where are we up to next?
So let's say, for example, right, so I've cut one up. I've cut one of my look, I've just done that, right?
Okay.
I've cut it up, I've trimmed it up, and I've mass produced now. I'm in mass production. So, for example, I know that that's going to sit on there. I've got my Merry Christmas all lined up, and then I'm gonna make lots of them, because this is going to sit on the Christmas cracker, for example, that I'm making. Or do you see what I mean? So I can do this in any colour, of course I can. I'm using that Art Deco art line words, you know, from that set.
The Art Deco set, yes.
Yeah. And you'll see, it's immaculate, right? So whether you're using Celebrations or this particular typeface or the Winter Wonderland, let me show you the sticker kind of writing.
Let me just quickly show you where the Merry Christmas was from in the Bjou, because it's a big A4 stamp set, and I didn't show you it live earlier. £26 and 99 Me and Barbara just turned. We came back to demo. £26 and 99 is what you're looking at. 533743 is your item number for those. You've got a load of words in there, and the words fit at the bottom of those little beautiful stained glass windows that you've got in there.
But I just think it's important, because I use this a lot. You know, this is a really nice way to finish a piece of artwork, and it means you haven't got to use sticky fixes. So often, when you want to raise something on a card, I don't use sticky fixes. I use board. You get that decoupage, that raised look with the actual surface. So it's very nice to stamp on. Now let's have a look at the Christmas sets.
Okay.
So these are cool, right? So you've got the little girl. Let's have a look. So I've done a. This is half coloured in. I haven't finished the colouring in, but you can see here we've got the little girl. If I'm not sure about the little girl, I can layer up, right? So that's nice too. I can layer up. I can use, now let's have a look. So now I've got the same. I'm using this one here, right? And I'm using it on the inside. On this one, you know, I'm using that one there. But you'll see it's got a bit of a curve. See how I've turned it? Right, so now we're cooking with gas. Right, so what we're going to do, for example, let's take that one. This is obvious that it's straight. Yeah, it's straight here. It comes straight. All I want to do now is put a little curl on it. So because they're self-clinging, I want to be able to see it. That's good enough. See, that's all I've done is put a little bit of a curl on it, and now I can go round. So let's have a look. Let's give it a go, and then I'll show you. Oh, I just put my finger straight in the ink pad. Can you believe it? Now, that takes some doing. Hang on a minute.
Remember, you can do this for all of them as well. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Don't just do this just for this one. You think, oh, Barbara didn't know. I can't use any others. All of them will be able to be bent around.
Precisely. Because they're self-clinging stamps. So now let's see. So you're just going to go like that, and then... Just look how delicate they are, though. Sharp. Sharp image, you know?
I like it.
There you go. And you can curl this. I could curl this a lot more if I want to. But I'm quite happy to just get a bit of an angle going. Doesn't that look pretty?
I like this.
Yeah. And then when you get round, if, for example, it's like now, you can see you've got a gap there.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's up to you now. Do you want to carry on with that, or do you want to take a little... An element, you know, you can take one of your little
star
elements.
Or a snowflake.
Yeah, that's right. So it's up to you now. Let's take a little snowflake and let's pop a little snowflake in there. That pretty.
I like that.
You see, so it's entirely up to you which way you want to go with it. Let's go for a larger one. Let's see. So that's the thing. You've got, you know, it's playtime now. It's playtime. If, for example, I take this one, you'll notice I've put a little tiny corner. It's a holly corner. I put it up here. I'm going to call it an anti-wobble device.
Okay,
right?
Anti-wobble.
Anti-wobble. Right, so let's have a look here. What's that there? Oh, it's a little star. Look, another little snowflake. Okay, so this one, it's actually got a little bit of a curve on it. Oh, hang on. Come in, Barbara.
Oh.
Right, it's got a bit of a curve on it already.
Yeah.
So I can curve it more, or I can just go with the flow. Right, let's have a look. So I'm just going to stamp it up. Let's have a look. And what you'll find is I'll ink it up, and then when I plant it, this one here, hang on, let's come over a bit. Is it me? Right, there, you'll see this stamp stops it wobbling.
So you haven't got the rocking.
That's it. So let's go to here now.
I'm just going to tell you now, 60% of the stock has already gone on that big bundle. If we carry on the way we're going, this will sell out by 5 o'clock.
Oh, cool. I'm glad to hear that.
So, if we carry on the way we are, 60% of the stock's already gone. This will go. If you're umming and ahhing, now is the time to jump on the phones, tap on the website, and place your order if I was you.
So let's say we're just going around the outside now, and I'm not really looking at how far away I am from the edge. Let's just go for it, right? Because I'm just filling it up. I'm filling it in. So now I'm going to just carry on using the same stamp as an infill. And this is where that one there comes in, because it comes in really helpful. Because as I'm going round, you'll see, it stops me wobbling. Right, watch. So I'm coming round and I'm just using parts of the stamp that I want to use to fill in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yes. It looks a fuller stamp.
Yes.
You want just the line.
So what this is really showing you is how to make panels as well. You can, let's have a look. You can go around that way, or you can go around on the inside. Okay. But it's a really easy way. I'm sure Nathan, the cameraman, must be thinking, "God, sit still for Pete's sake, Bob."
No, he's...
Is he keeping up?
He said all good things about you so far.
Right. But you see how you can build a frame.
I like that.
So you can go really tight to the edge, or you can fill in like this. Mm-hmm. And then let's say we've got a filler, and then we've got the other. Where is it? It's the same one. Let's use this one. And this one makes a really nice top and a tail. So now, for example, and there's a method in my madness. I'm going to go to there, then I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to leave a gap in the middle. Okay. Right? I get a really good stamped image because of this little anti-wobble device. Yeah, because I'm not over-pressing it. But when I do that now, this sits in there really nicely.
That works.
See? So when you're That looks pretty, doesn't it?
It really does.
So you can see how easy it is. And if you really want to completely fill in the gap, then you can just use the little snowflakes and you can just add tiny little accents along, just to completely fill it in if you want to.
Remember, though, not only do you get those little snowflakes on the littler sets that you also get with the big bundle. If you go for the big bundle, they will work out to be free. Especially at Christmas, you've got like holly, you've got poinsettia in there, you've got mistletoe, you've got more leaves on there as well. You've got a beautiful star, and you've also got sentiments on there. So this is not a set without any sentiments. You've got a lot of sentiment and a lot of fillerinas on these ones. We are about to use the beautiful pens that we've got on the show, which leads me nicely into Tiffany's email. Good afternoon to you both. Could you please tell me if the pens can be used on parchment? Thank you.
They are for parchment.
There you go, Tiffany. Yes, they can.
That's the Pergamano pens. So they're exactly that, for parchment. What I'm doing is showing you that they work also on card and paper too.
There you go, Tiffany. My love, the answer is yes, they are.
Very, very nicely on parchment. Thank you, Tiffany. I should have said that. Right, let's have a look. So what we're going to do here, you see, I've already... I'm going to put my other glasses on so I can see better how I'm colouring in.
Okay.
Right. Do you like me, Dame Edna?
Well, I like these. These are snaps. I didn't see the blinginess a minute ago when you put them on earlier. You kept them a secret.
I know. I tell you what. No, because they're magnifiers. I know, they're pretty strange, aren't they? Are you ready? Okay. They're good, though. Right, so what we're going to do is, you see, and you'll see they work so nicely on... When you use them, I can't, until you actually use these on the, see, let's just warm it up a bit. Sometimes they just need to be warmed up a bit. Hang on. Let me just warm it up and let me get it going. Ah, Barbara, isn't this typical? Right. Let me take the other one. This is so typical. There you go. Okay. Sometimes, when you start, just go like that, just to get it going. And then what you'll find is they just run like silk, right? And until you actually use them, you can't really appreciate how wonderful they are. Okay, so I'm just using the pink now because they look so nice. And you can use a selection of colours. Let me find the gold one. Let me see. Right. So we can use the gold, for example, as well. And I'll just show you how well they work. But they work like... Because they're so fine, I just want to... I'm showing off now. But you can see how tight you can get into those. So these are really, really good quality. There you go, look. So I'm just showing you how good that quality is of those pens. And then if we have a look at one I did earlier, you can see the glitter. Can you see the... Yeah, you can see how the pens work on there. I've just used gold and pink, which I think is a really nice combination.
Beautiful. If you want to go for the pens, your item number is 419262. Item number £11.48. If you're in the club, if you're not in the club, it's £12.57. It's worth having a little look for £11.48. You've got all those beautiful colourways that will go again and again and again.
And so I just wanted to show you here, I've used that little top and tail here, and just to reiterate how lovely they work. And I've already, when I say I seasoned them, I warmed them up earlier. You can see up here. So just want to show you how lovely they are and the detail that you can get into with these very fine pens. And as I was showing you earlier, it's got this really cool contraption. Inside there, there's like a lock. And when you pop that in, you can hear it sealing so that it doesn't clog up.
I like it.
And then going back to where we were earlier, you can see I can take where we've trimmed it, and I can just pop them in there. But it's just a very pretty, simple way to go, isn't it?
If you want to go for your mount board shapes, your item number is 676901 is the item number, £14. 39 pence. Remember, there are 4 options for you to choose from. Circle, triangle, heart-shaped, and square is the items you're looking for on this one. And they cut like a knife through butter is where you are going. Right then, while we let Barbara set up for another demonstration, let me give you some details on other things we've used during that demo. So you've got the pen, for example, which are absolutely word for it and perfect for parchment. What you go and have a look. Should we go and have a little look at the pens? Come on, come with me. That you've got on this one that you were looking at. You've got the pens, you've got the gold, the silver, the bronze, the pink, the purple, the blue, and the green is where you're going on this. Stunning pens, as we said, made for parchment is what you were looking at, but obviously Barbara's now showing you that you can use them on other mediums as well. And how amazing were they on that white mount board? How beautiful did they pop and they shine on that mount board that you've got on this one. Something else that's worth looking at that you've got on here that I've not shown you live this hour yet is the Bjou set of stamps, the Art Nouveau set of stamps. A lot of stamps for your money in here. 42 stamps. Half the stock has already gone. Now, when you see the main focal point of the image, that little blank box that you've got at the bottom is where you put your words. For example, snowdrop, tulip, best wishes, thank you, that you've got in there, thinking of you, congratulations, bed of roses, poppy fields. You've got things like Merry and Christmas, my love, special occasions, celebrations, blessing, be my Valentine's, anniversary, wedding day, happy birthday, sweetheart, Easter, darling. When's the last time you sent a card with darling? I've never seen a stamp saying darling, but now you've got them all there. And it's worth having a little look at across the board. £26.99 is what you're looking at for this one, and it's worth having a little go. Stencils is where we're going to get. I think we're going to see these used live next in our next demonstration. You're getting all of these. You're going to get hexagons, hearts, flowers that you've got on them. You're getting 6 for the price of 5 is what we're looking at. Half the stock has already gone. 735572 is your item number. The details that you get with these are absolutely beautiful. They're looking at on them that we're going with. There is loads that you can do with a decent set of stencils. Imagine embossing these. Imagine running these through your embossing folders that you've got on them, because you've got that beautiful sort of sweepingness to them, as you can see, that you've got on here. You've got them in the squares that you've got. They will go alongside your stencil brushes that we've got on here, that we're looking at. £21.99 or £19.79 is what you were looking at on this one. 026190 stamp board shapes is what we're looking at as well. You can pick your favourites. You've got squares, circles, hearts, or you've got, which ones have I missed out? Triangles. You've got as well. £15.99 is what you're looking at on this. It's worth having a little go. £15.99. If you're in the club, let's turn that L. The price gets even better. 676901 is your item number that you are looking at. Talking about stencils though and mountain board, you've seen the mountain board in action, but we've not seen the stencils in action yet. And the value for money on these, I think, is phenomenal. And we forget what you can do with a stencil. Oh, yeah. I mean, these are very good quality, thick, robust. Again, made in-house, designed in-house, made in-house. Our Lisa makes these for us, and they work beautifully. Whether you can emboss with them through a die-cutting machine and you get a nice deboss or an emboss. You can run paste through them. You can run with brushes, I'm going to show you. But these are great. If I could just show you this piece of artwork by our Linda Spencer. Very nice. And what it does is, because these are bursts, they give you a fantastic platform for injecting all those lovely little stamps into. So let me just show you the different... So, for example, we've got the heart, which is great. But you see there's a pattern here. Then you've got the
the square, which is in the same place. You see what I mean? So there's a bit of an overlay going in.
Yes.
Right? So now we'll take that one away. Now let's go to the flower. So if you take the flower, let's go to the circle, and you'll see the flowers match up with that, right? So now we've got that one, and we're going to use that one. Now you've got, let's take that one away. Let's bring back let's look at the star. So the star sits inside. You get it?
I like those.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
They really are. I didn't realise they all interlock.
So now we've got the hexagon there, but I could also look, the hexagon and the square. So they're always in the same place. So when you overlay them, it's very clever. Right, so now let's take the heart. I know I'm showing off now. Let's take the heart and pop the heart in the circle. So you're getting layers. You could emboss it and then brush over. Lots of ingenious stuff going on there. Let's go to this one, though. Let's keep it simple.
Okay.
Let's try this one. Also, when you get these, you also get the bits inside. You get these bits as well.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, they come. That's very useful if you like using a gel press or a jelly plate.
Yes.
Great for that. Okay, so now let's have a look. We're going to, first of all, what we need is a piece of card. Let's start with a piece of card. And what we'll do is we're going to show you how because if we look at the card, let's deconstruct it. We've got a piece of our stencil card. This is the gear, right? Remember the little ones, the 3.5 by. Then we got the 7 by 7. So you get 100 of those. It's the same stuff, and then you also get, wait for it, you get the 8.5 by 11. All this was actually, it's a strange size, I know, but it's to do with the gel press. The 8 by 10.
Oh, okay.
So it meant that when you pull a print on the gel press, you've always got a little gutter around the outside, so you don't get your hands all cut. A4, it's too narrow.
To the edge, yeah.
So that's why this is a little bit wider. That's the reason why. Okay, so for example, if we take a piece of this, it's all the same beautiful stamping, stenciling. It's very robust. It takes water. It takes ink. Now, for example, here, this was done. I'm not going to do it here because it'll get coated, right? Everything in my art room is covered in splats at the moment. Look, this was sitting there. Everything got covered, right? Anything that was within 3 feet of me,
everything got wet.
Got covered. It's just a little bit of ink on a blending mat, and then you just go like that, and then everybody runs for cover.
That Dave's toothbrush. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really good for getting really fine lines. Toothbrush does the job. Okay. So you can see here, to do that job, I used the 8.5 by 11. And then I chopped it up as I needed it.
Bigger is better when you come to the splatters because it goes...
Damage limitation. You might as well get full coverage. Because you're going to get it there.
Or 50 sheets.
No, actually, you could put down a piece of newspaper.
And go really big, yeah.
Just to protect your tablecloth. Right, so once you've got that, let's get to it. So we've got a piece here. I'm just using a piece that hasn't been necessarily covered in splatter, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little. It was lying on the table.
Yeah, it's just a little bit lying on the table. So you can see here, the thing about stencils is that they're double-sided. You see what I mean? It depends which way you want to go, what you're going to get. So I'm going to go with the same way that we went on the artwork, right? And so what we're going to do now is just hold that artwork like that. And the reason that we're being careful about how we lay this down is because we want the best wishes stamp. So we're going to think ahead a little bit. If I want the best wishes stamp there, see, I can move that up a little bit like that. And I'm giving myself a little bit more room for the best wishes to sandwich it in.
Makes sense.
Right, so a little bit of forethought. And then what we'll do is we're just going to just use this low-tack masking tape.
We've got low-tack masking tape on the show.
It's good gear.
It is. Oh, I can't do this yet. They're telling me off now. They've gone all strict. 80% of the stencils now have already gone. 80% of the stencils. We have been told we will get some more of these, but they will be on a delay. Okay, so once these sell out, they will be on a delay. So if you want an immediate dispatch, now is the chance to get it. But your low-tack tape, 4 rolls of the low-tack tape, there's what you're looking at. How much is on a roll, do we know?
Loads.
Loads. You get 100 metres in, no, it's 100 metres in total.
So it'll be 25.
So 25
yeah.
is what you
Get
get
your
on this one.
abacus
It's 100 metres a roll. No. 100 metres in total, so 25 metres per roll. That's going to last you an awful long time for low tack tape. It really, really will. £11.69. If you're in the club, the price goes down by another 10% on this one. 507630 is your item number, £10.76.
Well done. He's all about, you know. There's no flies on him. Right. Stencil brush, stencil. You can't help but think they go together.
No, it's true.
Right? So what we're going to do is a bit of aged mahogany. I'm only going with what Linda Spencer told me on the back, right?
I'm going to have to check
there you go.
Now. They're getting very strict this hour. I don't know what's
Are
wrong
they?
with them. We're limited stock on the stencils. Limited stock on the stencils now. First hour, didn't hear a peep. This hour, limited stock on the stencils is what we're looking at now. Remember, they are there. They will be back, but they'll be on a limited. They'll be on extended delivery.
So what we're going to do now, right, is just ink up the stencils. Let me tell you. Obviously you want to get rid of the excess because you can always add it, but you can't take it away.
Very true.
So I don't want to overcook it, and I want to get like a halo. Do you see how Linda's got a bit of a halo going here? So the way to do that is to swirl around and leave a bit of whiteness. And because I'm sweeping up from the bottom, let me show you with the brushes. You can also splay them like that, and then that way. You'll get a shadow. If you go from the same angle every time, you're gonna get darker, aren't you? It's gonna load up like so. So that's the way to do it, right? And then if you want to add a bit more at the top, give it a go. So you can always, if we lift this off, we can always have a little look at what we've got.
Nice.
There you go. So you can see exactly whether that's good enough or not. Let's drop that down again. Now,
Is this the first time these stencils have been in a bundle? Okay.
No, I think
The only reason I asked, we had a lovely email in from Pat.
Yes.
Who has used the stencils. He said, hi, Barbara and Adam, been using the Clarity stencils today, not knowing these were on today's show.
Oh.
I only have 2 of the set, but love using them. Pictures attached. I used a foil pen for the stencils and then coloured it in with my gel pens. I love all things Clarity and really enjoys the demos. Crafty hugs from Pam. This is stunning. Look at that.
There you go, flower power. Nice.
Well done. Pat, if I was you, go for them all. Book them again, but they are now in extended delivery. They're sold out. So you are going to have to wait 7 days to get hold of them now, but they are back. They are on a 7-day delay.
Are they?
Sorry, Barbara, we've only got 20 minutes left.
Oh, that's okay. I think the thing with stencils, if Pat's thinking, why do I need the same one twice? Honestly, Pat, if you use paint on a stencil or paste, sometimes it's just great to have a paint and paste stencil and then a clean one for ink, you know? Having said that, if you do use paint or paste, it's always a good idea to have a little, if you're not by the sink, just have a little dish of water, because the sooner you get it into water, the easier it will be to clean. Once paint goes over, you know, like it hardens up, or the paste does, it's a little bit of a chisel job trying to clean up your... So just saying.
Have a little look, though, Pat. Have a little look that we got for the deals we got today. Sponges.
Sponges. Spot on sponges.
You get 4 sets of the sponges, and there's loads. There's 64 in total of the sponges is what you're going to get. £12.56 is what you're looking at. This one, 188668 is your item number. What do I need a sponge for?
Well, a sponge is really good. It's got loads of uses. I use it all the time with ink. So, for example, they're great for makeup as well, ladies. Right. If you smooth, like I can crisp up this line now. So I'm making like a little mushroom like this, right? And then I can come in and I can, not only am I cleaning the excess ink off here, but I'm making a really nice, you'll see when you do this, it makes a big difference. So I think I've done enough on there now to give you a good idea of how the stencil works.
I like this.
That's easy, isn't it?
Of the, are we using the? We're using the big collection of stamps in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, if that, but I want to get there before we get to them because I don't want you missing out on it. 75% of that big collection now has already gone. 75%
Is it?
of that
Whoa.
big stamp set now has already gone that you're looking at on this one. It's worth having a little look. It's on
Okay.
2 interest-free flexible payments, but 75% of the stock has gone.
I'm really glad because, and not just because of the sales, I'm really glad that you see the usefulness
There's
of the
potential
stamps.
in them. There is a
Yeah,
massive potential.
that's the
in them.
word.
Genuinely is.
Really good potential in them. So let me just show you now what I'm doing. Remember right at the beginning, I was changing the colour of that white card. You know, with the antique linen? Here it is again. So you just use the brush. If you've got a snow white card and you just want to antiquify it a little bit, this is a really good way to go. Now, I'll take my other brush that I've already used, but I'm not going to ink it up. I just want to change the colour a little bit. Look, watch. Just on the edge. And the reason that I'm using coloured paper in the background is so that you can see better where the edge is. If I want to get like a, there you go. See how you can get a real accent on there? Right, so what you can do is, you can actually go to the white now, there's enough. You pull in that way, and as you pull in, it catches the edge, do you see? So you can get a really good, see how you're framing it now? And if you want to frame it even better, the further down you hold it, the darker it will get, right?
Pam's email back in. She managed to get the stencils just before they went on extended. So
Oh,
she has
well
got
done,
another
Pam.
set.
Yeah.
Well done, Pam, love.
There you go. So you see how you're building up. Yeah, it's nice. And then let's just put the lid on that. And then what we'll do is we'll go to the stamped version again, and you'll see that you're not that far away now from finishing the card. Once you've got it's like you've given yourself a framework now to stamp into. So if let's take plum,
Okay.
right? And we'll take the boy with the kite. There we go. So we'll pop him in there, and you'll see it's the joys of transparent stamping now. And they've definitely, what we've used here, Linda has used pergoliners. I'm going to check myself now. Polychromos, okay, the posh version. Pergoliners, polychromos, same kind of stamp,
Exactly.
the same kind of pencil, I mean. Right, so we've got that. So we'll do that, and then we're going to... So it'd be the B pencils of the pergoliners would be the equivalent of the polychromos from Faber-Castell. There you go. There you go. It's the same thing. So once you pop that in, right, now you've got your little leaves, and you can start to fill your little worker stamps, you see, and then you just start popping your stamps in here. You've got so many different elements. I've got a little dog now here, but you've also, because Linda's used the little hare, let's pop the dog in so you see what he looks like stamped out, because I think he's pretty cool as well. He's had enough, look. I know how he feels. But when you colour in over the top, you'll see that it colours in beautifully. But you can see the little tiny leaves that we used before. I'll dig them out, but I'd rather actually, I think the stencil is the key, isn't it? I think you understand that you use the little bubbles, and these tiny little stamps work beautifully, yeah.
It's worth having a little look at this one. If you want to go for that big bundle, 250454 is your item number. There's 2 interest-free flexible payments on this as well, if you're looking at if you are in the club. Now, another email talking about stencils, just before we move on from the stencils as well, that we've got. Hi, Barbara and Adam. I have been buying Clarity stamps and products for years. They are superb quality, and Barbara is a lovely lady.
Thank you.
I bought the stencils a while ago, and wow, I didn't realise you could overlay them. How clever. I'm off for a play after the show. Love you all, from Leslie.
Nice. Thank you, Leslie.
Thanks, Leslie, love.
So you can see how now, with a little tiny bit of colouring in with the pergoliners, you can see how we get there, don't you?
Right. 80%. 80% of the big bundle now has already gone.
Has it?
This may sell out. I warned you at the top of the show. They may sell out if we carry on like we are. This may sell out by the end of this hour.
Cool.
80% of the stock has already gone. Do you need time to set?
Yeah, go on, off you go.
I'll go for a walk. Come with me, people. Come with me. We'll go
Oh,
through.
you're going to love these. These are the ducks. No, you all right. You go and I'll just sort this out. Looks like my kitchen in here, look.
Oh, I was in 2 places at once. Now, 80% of the big bundle now has already gone. It's going to go, people. What are you getting for your money? Well, you may have seen the top half of these stamps before in a larger format. This time, though, they are more Bjou. They're smaller than you're getting on these ones. But what you also get is more of the bottom half of the stamps that are absolutely phenomenal. When you actually see the stamps that you're getting here, it's your borders. It's the edges. It's the bit that we all forget about. And don't just think cards for these ones. Why do we all go heads on with cards and then we forget the envelope? Imagine putting a border around the address of the person you are sending it to. Add that little bit more class to the back of the envelope, the bit that you lick. You could now follow that V that you've got with things like this and go around that you're looking at. And that's just one. As we move across, we'll move into the wonderful words of summer. These little ones that you see here, all these are free if you're going for that big collection. As we move into summer, you've got the girl on the swing and the boy on the rope swing that you've got on this one. You've also got the beautiful hot air balloon that you've got. You've got the beautiful daisies that are sort of going round. You've got that filirinera as well, that extender that we're looking at on this one. The stunning leaves and the hearts, the butterflies, the apples. There is so many little elements. And then as we move on to the small ones, you've got the sun, the camera, the cactus that you've got in here. As we move on into autumn that you're looking on this one, you've got things like cold hands, warm heart. I was going to say cold heart, warm hands. Cold heart, hands, warm heart is what you're getting on this one. It's worth having a little look on this. So across the board is what you're looking at. We've got acorns galore. You've got the ducks and the rabbits. You've got the girl with the beautiful, that nice little duffel coat that looks like she's looking into a pond or looking at the ducks or looking down to the rabbit. You've got the boy flying the kite. And then you've got your filarineras, so your moons, your acorns, your hot chocolates that you're looking at, and your stars. Last but no means least, we then move into the wonderful world of the winter wonderland, where you've got those frozen icicles, you've got the mistletoe in there, the poinsettia, the pine, sort of the twigs with no berries that you've got in them. And as we look at the smaller one, you've got the smaller filarinas as well that you've got here. We are very, very busy. 80% of the stock. The next stock update I give will be limited stock. It's worth getting them before we've only got 10 minutes left of this live hour, so it's worth having a go. From there, I'm on my way, Bob, right? I'm on my way. They told me to do ribbon. Can we do, it's limited stock. Ribbon, limited stock is what you're looking at on that one. We'll get more. It's going to be on extended delivery. The details are on the screen.
Marvellous.
Go on, Barbara, love. It's all yours.
Thank you. Okay. Right, you know I was saying about the little stamps?
Yes.
So Dee Paramore, we all know Dee, household name, wonderful designer, great card maker. So I saw this card of hers, fell in love with it, right? And then I started looking at it, and I had to chuckle. I wondered, Nathan, can you come in a little bit closer? And then I just want to show you.
Can we go in closer, Nath?
Is he still in the building, or is he?
Yeah, come on, Nath, now, come on. While Nath gets told off, limited stock for the big bundle. Limited stock for the big bundle.
Fabulous. Right, I want to show you. That'll do.
All right, Nath, don't take the mic.
No, you know what is amazing? So we're looking at these stamps now. So here we have the spring set.
Yep.
And what we're looking at is these two ducks.
Okay.
Right? We've also got an umbrella here and a little bit of rain, right? So it's not just about the corners and the panels and the boxes and the framers, right? Let's just look at these little bits. Now, this is where I just love it. So let's just see where Dee's gone with this. She's I told you I got a lot of mileage out of the toothbrush job.
You did.
Right? So you can make loads, just cut these up. These are just little boxes, right? If I'm not mistaken, they're 1.5 inch square. That's it, okay? So you've got these 1, 2, Imagine how many of these you can make. So cool. Each one of these would make a smashing little card. But what I want to show you is this. Mileage. Pound for pound, hour for hour.
Yeah.
So this little fella is that little guy there. He's that little guy there, but he looks completely different. And he's over here as well. All Dee's done is, on this one, she gave him an umbrella and extended that, right? On this one, she gave him some company. This one's the same as that one with the umbrella. And over here, it's the same one with a little bit of rain.
They all look different, though.
Isn't that great? So when you look at these, you think you're actually looking at 4 different pictures. But in fact, you're looking at 2 little ducks, an umbrella, and a bit of rain. So I thought, I like that. Now, let's deconstruct this, because then I thought, why does it look so delightful? And then I realised it's the background that she's used. So the blue in the back. Also, what she's done is she's taken a micron pen and she's done the faux stitching around the outside. Looks really cool. We can do that too.
If you want micron pens, I've also got them on the show. I've got a full set of micron pens. And you use these a lot. These are a lot in your work.
And in the shack as well. Tomorrow morning shack, ladies and gentlemen, 10 o'clock. Don't forget, roll up, roll up. We need these tomorrow in the shack.
Okay.
Because we're going to be inking up what we've drawn. So you can see here, these are real graphic artist pens. And so what Dee's done is she's used the graphic artist pen to do the doodle around the outside. Right, now let's just break this down a little bit further. Because what's really cool, I think, is this border here. If I go in here, these are called doodle framets. These are the edges. So that means that if I look at the edges here, what this is giving me, if I turn it round this way, it's giving me all these different edges. So that one there is the one that Dee's used there.
Okay.
Thing about it is you can make a panel with it. See, so she's cut it along that edge, flipped it round, run it through again, and that's how she's ended up with a panel. It's so cool.
I like these.
So that means that you could do that with all of these panels. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah?
We'll give you the details for these panels as well. You've got the edges that we got on the show.
There they all are.
Let's bring the details up.
There are 10 in here. 10. I think that's pretty cool.
The frame edges, the doodles, details on the screen, £19.99. 770-451 is your item number. £17.99 if you're in the club.
So, and then the other thing is, in the background, she's used the Waimea Falls. You see, so it's a little bit of colour coordination, but she's used our companion paper. She's found beautiful blue, and she's got that in the background there too. So let's just stamp this up and have a little play. I think we've got time, haven't we?
How long have we got, Nath? 4.5 minutes. 4.5
minutes. Oh, we could do this. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 of these little guys. Let's just go for it. Right, so we've got a black ink pad. And now we've got the chicks, yeah? So this one first, let's go for it. Colouring in pergoliners, but let's just pop this one. You can see it's got all the splats. So I'm going to pop him in there like that. Right, that'll do. That's cool. In fact, it's the same one there, so we'll pop him in there as well. When I saw this card, I thought, I just love this. Right, so there you go. Same little fella, 3 times. You know when you're having fun? Right, now it's tipping down. Right, so we'll give him a bit of rain around the head there. A lot of rain, in fact. Right, so now we've got the other little duck that's flapping. So we'll pop him in behind there. There you go. So he's in there. Check it out. So that's that one. That's that one. Then we've got this little fella. He's the same one again. Right, so we'll pop him in. It's not taking a long time, this, is it?
No.
It's cool, though, look. It's so nice to do. So now we've got those. Now comes the kite. Not the kite. The...
Umbrella.
Umbrella, thank you. Shush, don't say a word. Right, so what we're going to do is take the umbrella, and I won't... Oh, I see, same, great minds think alike. So we're going to do that. And I'll pop the umbrella in there, like that. It hasn't got a stick. That's right.
I don't know what you call that bit of an umbrella.
What do you call that bit of the
know.
umbrella?
The
Now,
handle?
where's me?
The handle.
I had it here. Just bear with me.
What, the Perga pens?
Yeah, me.
Not mine.
No, I don't
No,
know.
little
I'm
seal.
sure. How long have we got?
Not long.
Haven't we?
2 minutes.
Oh, here's one.
Here's one.
Here's
There's one.
one.
It's there, look.
Is it staring at me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't
Sorry,
worry,
love.
don't
Sorry.
worry.
Right, so what we're going to do is bring this down, right?
We all need a pull.
There you go. And he's holding it. Look. So now we've extended the umbrella, makes it look completely different. This one, here we go. This one here, right, we're going to do it again. Right, leave the handle out. And this one is in his mouth. Again, I'm going to just go shy of the duck. Are we nearly there?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And then we're going to bring that in like that.
How did they do the little puddles around the duck's feet with the one with the rain? Because that ain't on the stamp.
Well, that's what this is for. So all
it's
you're going to do is just... Well, I would have thought so. I mean, you could...
I just couldn't work it out.
No, that's pretty straightforward, I reckon.
Okay.
I reckon that would do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, a little... And then round the outside, it's just 1, 2, like that. Just stitching. And that changes it completely when you stitch. So we've done all 4 like that. Isn't that cool? Bit of colouring in, bit of blue paper, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. There you go. And I'll leave it there. But I think that's pretty cool.
Loving this new